In the 21st century, technology has grown a significant amount. Arguably one of the greater advancements would be in virtual reality. Just about 3 years ago, Oculus released the first version of their headset known as the Rift. In December of the same year, touch controllers would be released for the headset. Fast forward to 2019 and Valve has just released their groundbreaking system featuring a field of view of 130 degrees, a refresh rate of 120 Hz, and controllers containing finger tracking. Every improvement between generations of headset aims to make the experience more and more realistic. To see what it would be like to live in VR for an extended period of time on current tech, I spent 30 hours inside of Minecraft. To have the most immersive experience, I wanted to limit the amount of time I was allowed to have the headset off. Therefore, I only allowed myself to remove the headset for rare uses of the bathroom and to fix any major tech issues that happened. I also made it so that I could only eat the food I have in game. The night before the run, my mother and I cooked up some chicken, pork, baked potatoes, and various other foods from the game to make the experience as immersive as possible. Finally, I livestreamed the entire event on Twitch for 30 hours straight. With that out of the way, on August 26th at 10:25 a.m., I started the timer and began. My first hour I got straight to work gathering the basics. Wood, stone, coal, and iron with hopes of rushing to find diamond within the first hour and a half of the stream. The biggest issue I faced was hands down food. I remained about on 1 to 4 hearts during the entire first and second hour. At about the 1 hour and 20 mark, I found myself actually laying the foundation to my house. Actually finishing the house, though, happened shortly after the 10-hour mark. While building my house, I was caught in a small raid. Killed you? What? I thought there was like villagers pulling up on me. I mean, or pillagers, but I got a bad omen. After dealing with those folks, a wandering trader showed up, and I settled in for some lunch on my new porch. No, they're back! Oh no, oh, there's a villager. Hello. Oh no! At the 5-hour mark, regret-free even doing this said and fast. Ironically, I got homesick. In my room, in my house. Knowing that you're going to be away from people and not going to be able to talk to anyone for a little over 24 hours can be rough, but nonetheless, I had to push through it and keep going. The occasional message in the Twitch chat was comforting, even though I was essentially talking to a wall. An hour later, the house began to actually look like a house, and by the 7-hour mark, the second floor was going up. I had gotten myself a jungle log and some cocoa beans so I could make some cookies. After all, it's the little things in life that matter, especially when you find yourself stranded in Minecraft. At the 9-hour mark, I finally decided to step foot in the nether. My goal would be to retrieve enough blaze powder to open the end portal, but I soon realized I bit off more than I can chew. Alright, I got arrows on me. Screw it, let's go. What? No, there's just one of them is in me. Okay. What? Oh, he's on my tail. He is. Oh. Any then? I'll name you Steve. Ah! Once I made it back, I hastily put together a few fireworks to celebrate the 10-hour milestone. Finally hitting the 10-hour mark felt huge, but I realized I hadn't eaten anything for about 8 hours. Oddly enough, I didn't feel hungry, even after eating a small breakfast and a lunch earlier that day. Boom! Yay, jazz hands. Okay, we still got 2 more. Oh man. Woo! And then you know what? Last one. I'll just do it one-handed. Like a fire gun. And then, At this point, I felt obligated to head to the end. And so I did. After a 20-minute walk, I was on the doorstep of the portal. Things went south fairly quickly, however. My first priority was to remove the healing crystals on each obsidian tower, while using scaffolding to reach the caged ones. I found out that the Endermen would be a lot harder to deal with. Seeing them trying to attack the Ender Dragon to only get flung in the air was pretty funny though. The battle lasted about 40 minutes until I finally won. Exhausted, I sat through the entire credit screen just to let my legs have a break.
Yeah, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. I did it.
Now that I had beaten the Ender Dragon, I was ready to hit the hay for the night. When I went to sleep, it was about 12 hours into the run. The experience of sleeping in VR is quite unique. At times it could be oddly quiet, at other times the sound of a spider or a wandering trader can prove to be the most annoying thing. It's very strange waking up in the middle of the night, only to be in Minecraft still. I slept for about 10 hours, only waking up at 5 AM to switch the battery on my headset. I slept for 30 Minecraft days, only to be actually woken up to continue playing the game by the sound of a Find My iPhone alert sent to my phone by my father, so I wouldn't miss the 24-hour mark.
Alright, getting up.
Once up, I made more fireworks and a cake to celebrate hitting the 24-hour mark. Knowing that I was on the final stretch was a big relief, and with the Ender Dragon dead, I hoped to make some personal projects for fun. The first of which was a big wooden roller coaster. It took about 2 hours and a forest, but when completed it was a lot of fun to ride. I also set out and raided an outpost. Unfortunately, my horse was killed in action. After going through hell just to get a little wheat and a bad omen, I walked home horseless. Wanting to turn this around, I traveled to a village to participate in a raid. However, I didn't realize what awful can of worms I just had opened up.
Shut the cap. Okay.
Bruised and battered, I returned home to finish my last hour in VR. I wanted to make more fireworks this time around, but I needed to spice it up. Using my infinite, yet useless outside of Minecraft, knowledge of redstone engineering, I assembled a few dispensers with fireworks underwater. When the time came, I would flip a switch and fireworks would shoot out into the sky from underwater. I believe this was a nice way to close out my marathon, watching fireworks from my deck out over the water. If there's anything I would like to take away from this, that would be scary how immersed and lost you can get with just a VR headset in your room for just a few hours. I think something that best demonstrates this would be nearly every death I had in game. Some of them were fairly scary and realistic, and that threw me for a loop real fast. For VR, this experience shows that there is still a ways to go before we reach the most realistic technology and feeling. This is especially seen in the movement, tracking, and headset department. Other major things I found myself experiencing while in the game was that time seemed to slow down. While in the game, it felt like hours took longer even when I was having fun. I also found it interesting how I wasn't very hungry during the entire time. At the end, I weighed myself and found that I had lost 10 pounds. By the way, this by no means makes what I did a weight loss solution though. Finally, I never noticed myself getting nauseous at any point. This probably varies from person to person, but I thought even after 24 hours of being in VR, I would have a headache or something, but I completely avoided that. In conclusion, I am damn happy to be out of there. Thank you very much for watching.